Hi everybody, it's Dr. Jensen with CCJ4934, Media and Crime. So I'm excited to see everybody. We have a large class this semester. We have almost 70 students in this class. So my job is to make sure that we can get everything done and that everyone gets time and attention from me, which can definitely be a challenge with a lot of people, but please don't be shy with reaching out. I thought I would make a quick video so that you can make sure you're on task and answer any questions that have come up so far. So we're going to jump into the course. Right here, this is the main course page. So if you click on Start here in the very middle, this is where you are shown some of what we're going to be doing. Here's the syllabus, there's my information. A welcome video. I've had a few students have trouble launching the welcome video, so I'm working on that with IT right now. And I thought this video might also help kind of get you started while we're working on that. So you'll find the fall syllabus here, and just some suggestions how to succeed in an online course, because some of you are taking an online course for the first time. Also just some Canvas helps, university policies, and technical help. Okay? But let's jump into the first module so you can see what you are going to be doing. Now, here are some suggestions for this course. You will notice there are only 6 modules. So in a semester that's about 16 weeks long, that means you'll be spending about 2 to 2.5 weeks per module. So when you first look at the module, it might seem a little bit overwhelming. But remember, that's 2 weeks worth of material. So just kind of divide it up as you go and plan your week accordingly. So module 1 is here. You have your objectives, okay? And it's good to read through those objectives because they can kind of get you started on the assignments and be thinking about the approach you want to take. And then you have your to-do list. So you need to do a getting to know you discussion exercise, okay? And then you have the beginnings of the first part of a short paper. We call it the symbolic assailant, okay, where you think about what your assailant would look like if you were actually a victim. And this helps us examine some of our conceptions of what criminals look like and who they are. So it's a very reflective paper, thinking about your own experiences, your own biases, and how you have been informed as someone that visualizes a criminal. Okay? Then you'll be working on frames in a crime newspaper story. Make sure you pay close attention to that in the textbook, because it'll identify each frame and you can write about them. You also need to complete the plagiarism assignment. Now, some of you have me for multiple classes, and if you've already completed the plagiarism assignment for one class, you can certainly use that certificate again in another class because it's the same thing. I just want to make sure that you cite properly and that you don't make any plagiarism mistakes. Okay? So if you've taken me in a class before, maybe spring semester or before that in the last year, you can also send me the certificate for that. So you don't have to redo that tutorial. You can just send me the certificate and I will mark it as complete. And then finally, you have quiz 1 under the quizzes tab. Now these are timed quizzes, and you want to make sure that you've reviewed the material and prepared before you take it. So in the to-do list, I kind of do the list in order that you should do them. So you'll notice the quiz is last. I would approach it that way. So do your basic things at the beginning of your week, start to work on your paper and complete your readings, and then save the quiz for the end. Okay? And then here are your readings. You have chapter 1 in the Surratt text. And Surratt is actually from the University of Central Florida, so he's a Floridian. You also have chapter 2, New Media and Social Constructionism. If you've studied symbolic interactionism or phenomenology as a sociology or psychology student, this will be very familiar to you. Okay, it uses a lot of what we study, the social construction of reality by Berger and Luckman. It also borrows a lot of ideas from Bloomer. Okay, so most of our lectures are going to be hosted by Dr. Lon Lanza Caduci or Dr. Laura Levitt. I will occasionally interject as well. But these are the readings that you have, and then of course your lectures. So make sure you set aside your time to do your lectures and try to take active notes while you listen. You also were provided the PDFs of those lectures if you'd like to print those out or maybe mark them electronically as you listen to the lecture. So that's pretty much what a module looks like. let's answer some questions that have come up about the course. So you do have a teaching assistant assigned to this course, and that teaching assistant is Lee Kassam. So for some reason I have some references to my previous semester assistants, and I apologize for that. I'm trying to remove those so that I don't create confusion, and I thought I did that, but I'm still finding that maybe in a video that was from last semester. So Lee Kassam is your TA, and she will be actively involved in facilitating the discussion boards and the quizzes and the writing assignments and those kinds of things. We're working on an improved and clear rubric for the discussion boards, and that will be coming shortly. Now, the textbook is available as an ebook. And yes, you can get the Surratt Media, Crime, and Criminal Justice Realities, Images, Realities, and Policies 5th edition as an ebook if you go to Cengage. So if you'd rather not have the hard copy book and you just want an ebook, that is perfectly fine. You can also order the book. But as you can see, we're going to be jumping into chapter 1 and 2 very quickly, so you'll want to get that book right away. If you have any issues obtaining the book, please let me know, and I'll try to work with you on that. So you can get used copies, you can buy through the bookstore, or again, direct from Cengage. That's up to you. Okay, so make sure you cite everything. If you want to use Surratt's words or you want to share some material from someplace else, please make sure you cite that. But this is essentially the assignments and the points that everything is worth, so that way you can distribute your time as you need to. And then again, quizzes, discussion boards, and then at the very bottom you see grading and the grading scheme, which I've adopted a more universal grading scheme that's a little bit more lenient on what it takes to get an A in this class. Okay, so make sure you use Canvas Messenger or email to contact me, and you can certainly call me. Don't be shy about calling me at all. I love talking to students online because it helps us remember that we're not just screens, we're people too. But if you have any questions, let me know. I think this is about it for this course. The most important suggestion I can make is just to budget your time, especially when you're only doing 6 modules and you're spending 2 weeks per module. Be sure to go through the textbook because that is the key for the quiz. So don't take that for granted. But otherwise, I will see you in your discussion boards and your assignments, and welcome to class. There's a few people that I need to set up some accommodations for, and I'm in the process of doing that. So just be patient with me, and I'll notify you when that is ready. So let's go to your assignment due dates. So you can see that it's just loading here. The plagiarism assignment is due August 25th, so that's tomorrow by midnight. So make sure you get in and take care of that. Your symbolic assailant paper is due next Wednesday, August 29th. That's short paper part 1, and there are very detailed instructions on how to do that. And then you don't really have anything due until after Labor Day as far as papers go. But you do have quiz 1 coming due September 8th. And then you have, and that's it. I think that's all we have at this point. So make sure you also submit your Getting to Know You video. It'll help you make connections in the class. And just stay on top of your deadlines and your readings. We'll see you soon. I'll change the screen a little bit so I can properly say goodbye. But again, reach out. Good luck. Go Gators.